Did you know Legoland California has a hidden water park? Let's check it out! The water park is an extra cost on top of your park ticket, and it's not always open year-round. We had to plan our entire trip around making sure this day happened on a weekend in the off-season. Oh my goodness, this place is huge, but we're finally here in the very back corner of the park.
Everything is awesome, thank you.
My pleasure.
The very first thing you'll find is a locker area, followed by this awesome splash pad for your littles. Most of the play areas, including this one, also have these little cubbies where you can drop your shoes and towel while you play. There's a lazy river that makes a loop around the main slides. We'll show you those at the end of the video, so stick around. And they have these cool oversized Lego bricks floating along with you. How cool is that? But the first place we're going is to check out the life jackets. These are free and available right next to the lazy river entrance. Both of our kids can actually swim just fine, but they wanted to try them on anyway. Okay, whatever floats your boat. The life jackets are also right next to another splash pad and our first ride, the racing slides. But check out how long this line is. That's insane. The slides are way back there. I mentioned our trip was in the middle of September. Is the whole day really gonna be this crowded? It's hard to see, but it tracks everyone's time. That's pretty cool. My kids clearly didn't go when the lady said to go. That's an easy first place for me.
It is the weekend, very crowded, but it was actually so bad. They had to have two different supervisors come at two different times and show the lady how to get 6 people on at a time and how to queue people. How to queue people. And when he told her you can get people ready while the other group is going, she looked at him and said, but I don't like doing that. It's not impressed.
We also wanted to try out this Chima area, but
And the entire Chima water park is closed. Of course it is. This is how our trip's going.
and it's too bad, because this play area looks pretty awesome. So instead, we headed to this pirate reef ride. We all piled into this boat and got soaked on the drop. That's really all there is to it, but it was fun. And on our way out, you can get soaked by the next boat on the overpass. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the pirate reef is yet another play area. This time with stairs, buckets, sprayers, levers, and the whole 9 yards. It really reminded us of the Great Wolf Lodge. There's also this enormous water drop you can get under. Come on, let's go exploring. From the top, you can see another pirate ride actually inside the main Legoland park. You have a water gun you can use to squirt other boats and even other guests watching from the side. We'll have a full POV of that ride, so subscribe. We'll tell you all about it. By the way, I'm using an X3 360 camera here. There's a lens on both sides and it stitches them together so I can show you whatever direction I want while also paying attention to my kids. But sometimes the stitching is just really bad. If you have some tips on how to fix it, I'd love to hear them in the comments. If you want one, there's always an Amazon link down in the description for you. But for now, let's get soaked again. finally, as promised, we reached the main slide area. There is so much going on here. There's private cabanas you can rent, lots of seating areas, and 4 enormous slides to ride. There's also another play area where water drops on you and a large splash pad leading off to the waterfall in the distance. We're going behind the waterfall to try out the slides on the left. And there's Mrs. Teacups. She's going down the slides on the right, followed by our little dude. Here's a better look at that play area and another look at the cabanas. It's a great place to store your stuff, and it can be pretty private, but it's also pretty pricey at a couple $100. That's a lot, and we didn't want to be stuck in one place for the day. But that's up to you to decide. You know, for everything that went wrong today and everything that took a lot longer than it should have, it was still a fun time. And even with limited hours, the water park is only open from noon to 4 during the off-season, we still got to do everything. I wish it was run more efficiently, and considering it costs more than the Legoland Park on its own, I don't think we'll be back. Make sure you consider the cost and crowds if you're thinking of coming, but you should definitely have enough time to do whatever you want here. We decided to head back to our hotel room and change out of our wet clothes before going back to the park again. You can decide to click the image on the right to check out even more of our Legoland adventures. Or maybe you want to see what it's like to visit SeaWorld when it's completely empty. Either way, thanks so much for watching this one. We love you. We'll see you next time we ride the Teacups. Later, y'all.